How's it going, everybody? This is Pristine Paper back again for another video. And today I'm going to be going through another one of my collections that I've been collecting for quite a while now. Kind of around the same time I started collecting my movies and Blu-rays. It's actually vinyl records. They kind of had a big resurgence in my demographic, you could say. Back in like early 2015 up until even now. There's still a lot of big vinyl collectors out there. It was kind of a resurgence. I kind of got caught up in that, and I have a good amount of vinyls here. I have gotten rid of some, but a lot of it is kind of some more modern stuff that I really am interested in or was interested in. There's not a ton of crazy vintage stuff. There are some really cool original pressings that I do have, but we're gonna get to that on this shelf over here. This first one is mainly modern, current music. So without further ado, let's get into it. First one here is actually a really fun album from Tiger's Jaw. This one right here, one of my favorite albums, honestly. A lot of these songs are really fun to listen to. I think this song's probably my favorite, Plane versus Tank versus Submarine, and I Saw the Water. A couple other good songs on there. I'm gonna try not to go and explain every single one, but and I have this one from Blast, No Love Lost. I like this album. I think he's a great singer. Then we have this album here, Hey, I'm Here For You, by Harry Hudson. This is a fun album. A lot of good songs on this one. If you can open up. Kind of a fun album. That's the good thing about these current releases, is that they have some more depth to them in terms of like artistic style and stuff like that. This one, Mariposa by Felly, a great album. Ton of great songs on here. Sailor to the Moon is probably my favorite track. And then, speaking of sailors, we have The Sailor by Rich Brian, another fun album. And the thing is, I don't need all of these on vinyl, but it's just nice to have the physical media. Then we have this one, Orville Peck. I believe it's called Bronco. Yep, Bronco by Orville Peck. I was really into this album in like 2022. Here we have Casey Musgraves, Same Trailer, Different Park, her like big breakout album. I really like that one a lot. This one, I believe, is my fiance's, the Beatles One album. Hey, sorry. My cat is being a brat. Come on, buddy. Come over here. Okay, stay there. Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler, the Creator. I love this album a lot, too. A lot of fun energy and different vibes on this. Then we're getting into my Kendrick stuff. This is one of my favorite Kendrick albums, believe it or not. I know a lot of people didn't like this one, but I thought a lot of the tracks on it were really good. So Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. Then we have I Hate Being Bipolar, It's Awesome by Ye. The College Dropout by Ye. I mean, you gotta have that one in there. Then we have not Stony. This is Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone. Really another great album. Probably my favorite one on here is probably 92 Explorer. I like that one. We got Legends Never Die, Juice WRLD's posthumous album. Hold on a second, guys. Over here. Go over there. Go over there. Juice WRLD's posthumous album. I was a big Juice WRLD fan in college when he was really popping off. Rest in peace. Vori, this is, what album is this one called? Not exactly sure. I think it's just this, Vori by Vori. He's got a couple good songs that I really liked. For instance, on this one, Ain't It Funny, featuring Meek Mill. Another Juice WRLD, Goodbye and Good Riddance. This is kind of his breakout album. Then we got Hozier. This is a pretty famous, infamous album. Everyone has a couple songs in here they like, like Real People Do, Cherry Wine, Work Song, Take Me to Church, of course. A lot of great songs on there. We got Drake, Take Care. Yeah, so we got songs of hers. These two musicians were in a band. They passed away in a car accident back, I think, around 2017. Cool With You was probably their biggest hit that people would know. Milo Xyloto by Coldplay. I listened to this album religiously on the bus going to school in 7th grade. Then we got John For Emma, Forever Ago with Bon Iver, another classic. Juice WRLD, Death Race for Love. This is probably my favorite Juice WRLD album. My favorite song on here has to be either The Bee's Knees, Ring Ring, Hear Me Calling. All great songs. Demons, Brent Faiyaz. Then here's Stoney. Stoney by Post Malone. Divide by Ed Sheeran. A lot of great songs on that one. This is actually an original pressing I got from my grandmother. The Beatles, 1962 to 66. So, you know, it's funny. Like, you don't need to have rap albums on vinyl. There's not really much of a difference, but I like this album with Lil Baby and Lil Durk. The Voice of the Heroes. Then we have, this is a cool one. I always forgot I have it. Blame Game by, this is Beach Bunny. Kind of a poppy punk sound. Really fun. I think the song that I liked the most on here was Lovesick. We have the Internet Money album. A lot of cool songs on this one I like. Again, you can kind of see the era of music that I grew up around, you know, in college and stuff like that. Then we have Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon. I love this album. Then we have Kids See Ghosts by Kanye. Oh my god, I forget the name of this album. Anyway, I'll write it on the screen here, but it's The Weeknd. I'll have a lot of good, like a lot of songs on this album, I should say. And this is one of my first albums ever. I feel like I was one of the first people to discover Billie Eilish. I bought this album before she really blew up. And then she blew up with a couple of her singles and her following album. This is like my favorite rendition of Billie, though. I don't really like a lot of her newer stuff. Then we have Bob Marley and the Wailers, Legend, the Best of Bob Marley. Yeah, gotta have that in there. I believe this is my fiance's, Lana Del Rey, Honeymoon. Yeah, definitely not mine. Tame Impala, classic album. Sounds great on vinyl. What is this one? The Black Keys, Turnblade. I don't think this is mine either. The Black Keys. Then we got, here's another Bon Iver album. Love this one. This is the Bon Iver album. Vampire Weekend. I believe this is also Layla's. We saw them in concert. They were fun to see. All right, we're getting into some more vintagey ones. James Taylor, Mudslide Slim. I love James Taylor. My parents kind of played him all the time when I was growing up, so big fan of him. Then we have, here's an original pressing of the Byrds that Layla got. On this song is Mr. Tambourine, or on this album I should say, is Mr. Tambourine Man. Pretty famous song. 1967 original pressing. Coming up next, we have Glass Animals, Dreamland. Again, this is Layla's album, not mine. Then we have, Abbey Road, Beatles. Carly Simon, this is mine, No Secrets. She's awesome. Really love this album a lot. Another Byrd. I did not realize we had two of these. Okay. We have two of the Byrds' greatest hits. Funny. Bob Dylan and his greatest hits right here. You know, Rainy Day, Blowing in the Wind, Times Are A-Changin', Mr. Tambourine Man. You know, great album to throw on. Then we have the Beatles, 1967 to 70. So we have a lot of the Beatles stuff in here. And we have Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees. I bought this one on a whim. And I think the song I liked the most was the Lido Shuffle. That was what it was. All right, let me adjust the camera so we can take a look at these ones right here. Adjusted the camera. We're going to go through these ones. And now, like I said, there's more of the vintage original pressings in here. So this one first we got, this is one of my albums I bought. It's the Jimi Hendrix Experience Smash Hits original pressing from 1970. You got Purple Haze on here, The Wind Cries Mary, Stone Free, All Along the Watchtower, of course. Great album. This is not actually signed. That's probably just the person who owned it previous to me. Then we got Ram by Paul McCartney. I don't remember where we got this one from. Going back into some modern stuff, we got Damn by Kendrick Lamar, my favorite rapper of all time. Travis Scott. I have a lot of Travis Scott on vinyl too. I was a big fan of him before he kind of got a little douchey, to be honest. Good album though. And got another Travis Scott, Birds of Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight. Here we got the Scots. I forgot I bought this too, which is just a single LP of Kid Cudi and Travis Scott. Fall Out Boy, this is Layla's. Noah Kahan's Stick Season, one of my favorite albums of all time, definitely. Great overall album that, resonates with me pretty well because I'm from New England. So then we have Strange Trails by Lord Huron. Great album. Love that one. 070 Shake, Modus Vivendi. This is a great album. It's like that electronic, poppy feel. My favorite song on here is probably either Guilty Conscience, Under the Moon, or The Morrow. Or Morrow, I should just say, not The Morrow. Next up, the 1975. That is also Layla's. The Lumineers. I love this album. I saw them in concert. Every song on here I love, so it's just an all-around great album. Khalid, American Teen. This album had a chokehold on my generation for a little bit. He's definitely fallen off at this point, but I still like this album a lot. Definitely has that 2017 vibe. Good Kid, Mad City. You gotta have that. Let's see this one. All right, yeah, this is the best of Alfred Apaka. It's I have a few like these Hawaiian vinyls that I just think are a good vibe to play in the background. I don't really know who he is, but I got this for pretty cheap at a record store. He was like, let's grab it. The Age of Aquarius, The Fifth Dimension. Classic song. Classic stuff. I try to collect the classics on here. Got Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Michael Jackson's Thriller. That's not an original pressing, I don't believe. Yeah, no, definitely not. Then we have Mama's Big Ones, Mama Cass, her greatest hits. Classic songs on here, so gotta have that on vinyl. Next up, the Mamas and the Papas. I don't think this was mine either. Or at least I don't remember buying it, but California Dreamin', of course. Great song. I think this is an original pressing, but I don't remember where I got it from. Here's another one, The Music of Hawaii. This is from my middle school. Interesting, right? Last time it was checked out was 1986. Then we got, this is an awesome one I bought. From Germany. It's a German release. Spice One, America's Nightmare. I believe this is numbered too. Yeah, it's numbered 25. So, rare. It's a pretty rare record, and he has some great original that early late 90s like Cali rap vibe. This one's interesting. Adventures of Surfing. It's basically a bunch of like surfing backtracks. Like the Pipeline, Surf Rider. Interesting one. Here's another one, Farewell Hawaii, the Kalima Hawaiians. Just a good vibe music to have in the background, to be honest. That's why I like having those. Rocky Mountain High, John Denver. Gotta have that in here. Lionel Richie, Can't Slow Down. This is one of my first vinyls as well. Love me some Lionel vinyl. Another one, Lionel Richie. Then we got Toto. Everyone loves Africa, so I gotta have that on vinyl. This is Sammy Davis Jr. I believe this is like a greatest hits type album. Yeah, it's got Between the Devil and Deep Blue Sea, Thou Swell, Easy Street, End of a Love Affair. This is a funny one. This is obviously a custom that my fiance made for me a long time ago. She somehow, I don't know how they did it, but there's a bunch of different songs on here that I liked at the time. So, I think this is for our 1-year anniversary. Yeah, 365 days. So, that's a fun one. You can't get that one anywhere. Then we have a Jay-Z song featuring Mary J. Blige, Can't Knock the Hustle. Just one track on that. Right here, we got Carole King, Tapestry. Love her. She's awesome. Then we have Crosby, Stills, and Nash. So far, this one is dirty looking, but still plays really well. Doesn't matter to me. Here we have Earth, Wind, and Fire, Volume 1, the best of. Good compilation album. This is an interesting one. I'm a Celtics fan. This is a Not to Be Denied, the road to the Boston Celtics 15th NBA World Championship. Sold at Stop and Shop. Kind of fun. Kind of goes through their whole season. Then we we have Killer on the Rampage by Eddie Grant. I don't really need this one. Probably should get rid of it, but Electric Avenue is still a good song. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. I mean, what else can I say about this one? We got Glenn Campbell, Rhinestone Cowboy. Just got it for that song, to be honest. Like I said, it's a classic song. Got some Jim Croce. I love him. The Jim Croce collection, Bad Bad Leroy Brown. I Got a Name, Time in the Bottle. I love his stuff. You Don't Mess Around with Jim. Love that song too. Another Jim Croce, Photographs and Memories, his greatest hits. Another Jim Croce, I Got a Name. And I think this is my last Jim Croce right here. You Don't Mess Around with Jim, Time in the Bottle. I just buy all of the Jim Croce that I see. I kind of I guess you can say I have a PC of him, right? And then here is my other Jimi Hendrix original pressing. Really like this one a lot. What's this one? Cry of Love. Yep, I forgot the name of that one. Good album. Then I have the soundtrack. I have a few movie soundtracks in here. Soul, really fun movie, and then the soundtrack's really fun too. Like some ambient, instrumental music. We got Moana soundtrack. I love the Polynesian type of original music in there. This is a double album. I don't remember where I bought this from, but it's Yes. I think it's like their greatest hits or something. It's definitely got some interesting art. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. XXXTentacion, Skins. I don't really know why I bought this on vinyl, but I have it. Last two, got Trippie Redd. Life's a Trip. Love this album a lot, and the artwork's really fun and cool too. And then the last one we got Ears of Monsters and Men. My Head is an Animal. Yeah, classic album. I mean, every song on this album is stellar. You got Dirty Paws, King and the Lion, Hard Mountain Sound, from Finner, Little Talks, 6 Weeks, Love, Love, Love Your Bones. I can't say enough good things about that album. But yeah, this is my collection. Not too big, but I try to keep things that I actually listen to and can revisit and not get bored with. So that's my collection. I guess I can show you also my player real quick. It's nothing too special, but it is right here. It's an Audio-Technica AT-LP60 wireless turntable. I just connected to my Bluetooth speakers. So yeah, that is my vinyl collection. I still grab some here and there, but not as much as I used to. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite album is, and if you guys collect vinyls as well. Without further ado, I'm just going to peace out here and say bye. See you later.